Storm Forecast on Indiana News Now.
All right, starting off with the current alerts right now, we do have this big wind advisory in place for much of the area until 7 o'clock this evening. You can see that those are in the tan, but notice the pinks out to our west. This is a red flag warning, as unfortunately with very low humidity outside, that leads to, unfortunately, those winds being quite strong. I mean, with the strong winds and with the very low humidity, that contributes to potential for wildfire development, especially if you happen to light any fires today. Unfortunately, if you are in counties from western Indiana off to the west, that does mean that you gotta be extra careful if you're lighting fires today, as unfortunately any fires that does get going could easily spread very quickly, especially with the very dry conditions of the low humidity outside right now. But looking ahead at the rest of your day today, temperatures in the 50s this afternoon, wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour at times still for the rest of your day today, maybe up to 50, especially with the strongest wind gusts. And looking at this afternoon, temperature 60 degrees this afternoon, 62, 64 as we head towards about 4 o'clock this afternoon. Then for Terre Haute, temperatures in the upper 60s, looking pretty good today with those wind gusts again up to 40 miles per hour, but again maybe even reaching 50 miles per hour, especially the strongest wind gust at times. Looking ahead to tomorrow, looking at the fairly cold day, look at this, temperature stuck in the 20s much of the day for Terre Haute. Looking ahead to Lafayette, temperatures only reaching the freezing mark with that north wind in place, and looking at Terre Haute, temperatures in the 30s for a day tomorrow. So it's definitely not going to feel anything like spring tomorrow, as unfortunately go backwards for the first day of March tomorrow. Looking at February-like temperatures in the air for your Saturday. But looking ahead to this afternoon, those clouds will increase for much of the area, a light chance of a shower for eastern counties. And then watching Saturday morning, you see some of those flakes already sneaking into Fort Wayne. Saturday morning, looking at some isolated snow showers for much of the day as that lake effect snow band does get going. But for Lafayette down to the south around Terre Haute, looking mainly dry as the snow band does look to avoid Lafayette and Terre Haute at this time. But any areas east of Peru will be underneath that gun for some snow shower chances during the day on Saturday. And looking at the Sunday, looking nice and dry, no issues at all with Sunday. Looking at a beautiful day. The only unfortunate thing is that temperatures will be stuck in the 30s on Sunday. But looking ahead to Monday, gets slightly warmer, reaching the 40s, a couple showers late in the day. But then we watch next Tuesday and the Wednesday for the potential for some heavy rain and maybe a couple storms coming in Tuesday and the Wednesday. And looking ahead at the big outlook for next week, this is what we do expect for Tuesday and the Wednesday, with the severe potential down to our south as the big red areas where the National Weather Services have the severe risk highlighted for now. And unfortunately, it does include Evansville, which is far up north into Indiana. And it's entirely possible that, again, especially if the dynamics move further northwards, we could see this slight risk zone move as far north as potentially into parts of the viewing area, which again, that could take place as we head throughout the course of the weekend. We'll keep a close eye on that for you, but again, looking pretty active next week. But looking ahead, temperatures in the 50s next week, some storm chances Tuesday, Wednesday. Same for Lafayette, rain, some thunderstorms on Tuesday and the Wednesday. And then for Terre Haute, temperatures up near 60 on Tuesday with some storms.